Alrighty everybody, how you doing today? Today I'm going to teach you how to make this pretty cool looking wallpaper or background, whatever you want to call it. Um, it takes a little bit of work to do, but I think it's pretty cool looking. I don't know. I got it on my desktop. You can change it, do however you like. I'm just going to show you the fundamentals on how to do it. So we're going to go ahead and go to File, and we're going to open a new. The width and height is 1920 by 1080, and down in the advanced options I got the resolution set at 300. Just click OK, and we're going to go ahead and change the background to, let's see here. Actually, we're going to go ahead and we're not going to use that. We're just going to go ahead and set it to the default, and we're going to make it black. And there's a couple things that you're going to need for this. You're going to need a texture, which it's called Grunge 04, I believe. We're going to go to open as layer. Yeah, it's called Grunge underscore 04. We're going to go ahead and open it. We're going to come down here and we're going to zoom out, and we are going to scale the grunge texture. Scale it down. It's about, I don't know, where it covers the image pretty well. Go ahead and click scale. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and make a new layer. And we're going to go ahead and grab a, I don't know, a gray color. Use whatever color you like. We could stick with this like bluish tint of gray. The color code for it is 3A4E53. And we're going to just go ahead and fill that new layer. Go ahead and zoom back in here. And another thing that you're going to need, let me go ahead and close this and close this one. Another thing that you're going to need is a pattern, and it's this pattern right here that I have selected. I'll show you how to make that. You just go to new, and you're going to want to make the width 10. You're going to want to make it 10 by 10. 10 by 10. Press OK. And we're going to want to zoom it up. Oops. Another thing, we're going to want to zoom it all the way up. Let's go in here and zoom. Go ahead and click on the magnifying glass. Click on it a couple times. And one thing that I didn't do, we're going to want to make it transparent. So let's just go ahead and make a transparent layer, and let's go ahead and throw this into the garbage can. Of course, it won't let me, but that's fine. And then we're going to go over here to the pencil tool. Make sure that your foreground and background is set in black and white. And with the pencil tool, we are going to want to set the brush size to 2 pixels. And we're going to click right here down in this bottom corner, and we're going to hold shift and go up to this top corner and click, and then we're going to go and we're going to use the bracket key, the left bracket key on your mouse, on your keyboard, and we're going to make it down to 1 pixel, or you could go over here and change it to 1 pixel. And we're going to go ahead and click right here and right here. Then we're going to go to the top corner and click once, the bottom corner, click once. Then we're going to go over here to the opacity, and we're going to lower the opacity down to 80%. And we're going to click on this side, this side, this side, and this side. Then we'll want to come right here and click, hold shift to go up, click, and then over here, click right here, do the same process over. And there you go. And you're going to want to go ahead and go to File. There's a couple different ways that you could do this, but we just go ahead and go to File and go to Save As, and you can make it whatever you want, diagonal, or however you want to spell it out. But since I have that already, then all we need to go to is, we're going to go to your C drive, and you want to go in and you want to go to Gimp, and you're going to want to go to Patterns, and you want to click here in PNG, and you want to just save this as a PNG file. Oh, excuse me. They want you to save it as a CF image. Okay, save it. Alright, and that's all you got to do is save it, and then you'll find it down into your patterns. And we'll want to come back over here, and we want to duplicate this layer, and we want to go over here to our bucket fill tool, and we're going to want to click on pattern fill, and then you're going to want to go over your patterns and find the pattern that you just made, and you're going to want to go ahead and just click right here, and seeing it gives that kind of cool little look for the pattern fill. And we're going to want to turn this down to 30% opacity. And we're going to want to go back to this layer, to the bottom layer, and we're going to want to make new layer. And we're going to want to make a gradient. Black and white's fine. Go in the middle of the document, press down shift, and then go down to about right here. If you hold the shift key and it just makes it, gives it a straight edge on the axis. That way the gradient's not all messed up. And we'll go and we'll click and we'll make a gradient overlay, and we'll set this to overlay, and we want the gradient overlay to 60%, just like that. And we'll want to come back up here, and we want to just go ahead and merge this down, merge down. Okay, and let me go ahead and close off of this. Alrighty, now what do we want to do here? We could go ahead and you can make it circular, rectangular, however you want to do it. We click on here, you just want to make sure. Oh, another thing, before you do that, let's go ahead and press Control A just to go ahead and select it all, and then come back over here and select your rectangle or your circular tool. Let's go to rectangular, and we'll do some feathering, about 4 pixels, and we can make rounded corners. And be careful not to do that, but if you do, it's fine. But since my screen capture program's on, it's not going to let me put it back, but that's fine. Anyways, just make sure that you go over here and click on this. It's to subtract from the layer, and we'll do rounded corners. Let's do a radius of, I don't know, try 10 and see what that looks like. And okay, let's go ahead and expand from the center and see how that looks. Go ahead and move it down to the middle, and that's not enough rounded corners for me. Let's go ahead and do about 25. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and center this. About like right, I don't know. That looks centered to me. It looks centered to you? It looks centered to me, I guess. And then we could just go ahead and add some little ones. in each corner if you want to. This just totally depends on you and your preference and what you're trying to make, what you're trying to do with it. Go ahead and scale this down just a little bit. And that looks alright, I guess. And we'll just go ahead and center everything. And one thing that you could do is, I don't know, we'll put some little lines in there. And that sucker's huge. Go ahead and put the center point right there, and we'll do that. And we're going to go ahead and take off expand from center over here. That way we can just go ahead and mess with this ourselves. I don't know, I just don't like it expanding from center. Let me just, I don't know, just do something like that. Do one over here. One over here. Let's see, what do? We linked those two together, didn't we? So we can do that over here. Something like that. And then let's go ahead and drag one through here. Small one. We'll grab another small one through here. And like I said, this all just depends on what you want to do and what kind of look or whatever you're going for. And we just want to hit, let's see, we want to go up to select. And we'll invert it. And then we want to hit the delete key on your keyboard to delete that, to delete the selection. And then we're going to go up to filter. And we're going to go to down here to decor. We're going to add a bevel, and the thickness is 5. We click on work on copy. Just let that do its work. It's going to open it up into a new layer. And this one's going to look completely way different from the one that I made earlier, but that's fine. I'm just here to show you something, I don't know, cool, I guess. And go to filter, and we will go to distort, and we'll go to emboss, and I have the azimuth at 236.76, the elevation at 85.95, and the depth at 74, and emboss is clicked, and just hit OK. And wait for that to get done. Alrighty. And now we're going to go over to here, and we're going to click back on the texture, and we're going to go to filters, lights and shadows, and then lighting effects. And let's see, we're going to go to the bump map, and we're going to go enable bump map, and make sure that this right here is selected on your grunge texture. And for the material, I have 66, bright 50, shiny 0.62, polished 27.25, and I have the light. If you just click on it, you can move it around to where you'd like. Let's see. And we'll go right there. And then the light, you can change it to point or directional. And you can just move what direction you want the light to go into. But I'll go back to point and just click OK. Alrighty, we did that. Okay, and then back on the grunge texture, we're gonna go over and we're gonna make a curve adjustment. I have mine set right here, but you could go into colors and click on curves. Then we're gonna go around about in the middle, and we're gonna drag it down and darken it up, and press OK. And then we're gonna go back up here to this with this still selected, and we're going to go to filters, light and shadow, drop shadow, and we are going to do, let's see, we're going to go with the offset of 4, color black. Want to make sure this allow resizing will probably be checked. You want to uncheck that, opacity 100%. And let's go, I messed up, and we're going to go ahead and Control Z that. I'm sorry, you got to go to select, invert, and then go back up and show drop shadow, and we're going to go back and turn that back up to 8 and press OK. There we go. And then if we go ahead and if you press Control Shift A, that deselects everything. And if you scroll in, whoa, way too far, sorry. We're going to scroll in to 100%. Drop this drop shadow, move this drop shadow below. And you can see that we put a bevel on it and a little drop shadow. And all that. That's just I mean, you could leave it like that if you want to. Don't have to. It just kind of looks kind of cool, I guess. Kind of a cool little background. And you could add any images or whatever you want to this. Don't matter. You could do it just plain black if you don't like the texture. Do it like that, and there's numerous of ways that you could do this one. It's just a cool little background idea that I had. You go ahead and turn that off, and then you could go with that look if you want to, or we could go ahead and go up here and we can make a new layer, and we could grab I don't know, kind of a grayish red type color, and we'll make sure that we go and click on the FG color fill. Let me make sure that's turned on. You could do all sorts of things with this. You could do something like that if you want, or like I said, just change the colors. All different types of things. Go ahead and click Alt and then click on here, and then you'll go ahead and select that selection and make that selection again. And let's see, what do we want to do here? Go ahead and turn down the opacity on this just a little bit, and go ahead and make this, is it Dodge? No, it's not Dodge. Which one was it? It was Edition. You might go ahead and put that on Edition. And let's see here, what do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and not duplicate it. We want to go ahead and make a new layer, and go back over here with our paintbrush tool, and we'll go ahead and grab, I don't know, we'll do kind of like this pinkish color, we'll say. We'll go back over here and we'll move up our brush size, and we're going to go ahead and put this on Dodge. And we'll go ahead and move this layer down below that. And when I click, on here, go ahead and invert selection. And when I click on here, you'll notice that we are getting a color change back here. And we'll just go around the edges. Oops. Just want to go around the edges. A little, not too much. We go ahead and size down the brush by pressing the bracket keys. And let's just go around and let's go all the way through here. And just go around. This could get kind of tedious. Click, shift, click. And that was a bad selection, so let's go back down here. Click, hold down shift, move it over, and click. There we go. Do the same thing over here. Click, hold down shift, move it over, click. And let's see. Like I said, I'm just winging this one. Like I said, I was just messing around on Gimp today, and I'm like, hey, this looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead and see if maybe I show other people. Maybe they'll like it, maybe not. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool though. Like I said, there's endless possibilities of what you could do with this. And we'll go ahead and just fill this whole thing in right here. Endless possibilities. Okay, with this selected, we're going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we're going to blur it by a lot. 299 on both of them. Press OK. And that just softened that a little bit. And so now you got a little hint of like the little pink flare on here. I guess you could, if you want to call it that. We could go ahead and let's see here. What do we want to add? We could go ahead and add open as layer. Recently used. Let's see. We got, where's it at? Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to pictures. No, don't want. Or yeah, it's in here. And I got, let's see here. Okay, it's not in there. Let me find it real quick. Where is it at? Where is it at? Let's see. Okay. There it is. And we're going to drag and drop it in there. Okay. Let's put this on top here. And let's see what looks good. I don't know. We could put it right there, and we could duplicate this, and then we go over here and grab our rotate tool, and we could rotate them all the way around, upside down, and rotate. And what is going on here? Why is the selection going? Let's see. Oh, I know why. Oops. We're going to go Control Shift A. Make sure you don't have anything selected first. And then we can go back up here and we'll just go back to Open as Layer and Recently Used. And it is this one. Alrighty. Sorry about that. And we'll go ahead and leave it right there, and then duplicate him again. And by the way, this is a dragon, by the way. It's a pretty cool looking dragon. And we'll go ahead and... No, we don't want to go ahead and do that. I pressed the wrong one again. I apologize. We're going to grab the rotate tool, and we're going to rotate. Let's see. About right there is fine. Rotate. And we could hit M on our keyboard or go up to the move tool. And let's see. I don't know if I like that or not. Rotate it just a little bit longer. That looks a little bit better. I don't know if I like that or not, though. I don't know. Let's hit Alt, then click on the image, and then let's go up to Filter and go to Light and Shadow, Drop Shadow, and the setting's fine. Press OK. Just move that drop shadow below. Control Shift A to deselect. And then let's go over here, Alt click, and do the same thing here. Filters, and then we'll just go repeat drop shadow. Control Shift A to deselect. And we'll put the drop shadow below. Let's see. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. And I moved the wrong drop shadows. I don't know if I like that. We will see. Then we'll go ahead and right click and merge down. Right click and merge down. And let's see. Do I like that? I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now. Then we'll go ahead and let's see. We'll go ahead and go to our text. The text that I am using, it's called Mistral, and you can find it on defont.com. I will leave a link to it. And let's see. We want to go ahead and you can type anything you want. Make sure that you change your font color. We'll go back to black, and I have it at 257 as the size. And let's go back up here and grab our move tool. And you can put it anywhere that you want. I'm just typing that out. Let's go press Alt and then click on it. And then let's go to the filters and drop shadow, and we're going to change the drop shadow color to white, and we're going to go ahead and press OK, and we're going to lower the opacity on that by a lot. Go down to, I don't know, let's say 35% for now. And then we're going to go to select, invert, and we're going to go back up to filter, reshow drop shadow, and we're going to go to 4 for the X, for the offset, the X offset 4, the Y offset 4. We're going to click OK. And we're going to go ahead and delete this because we do not need that no more. And let's go ahead and Control Shift A to deselect it. And let's see here. You could go ahead and do it like this and just leaves a little outline on it, or you could go ahead and do it like this. It don't matter, whichever way that you would like to do it. Let's go ahead and we're going to move these below these though, below the dragons. And let's see, what do I like? I kind of like that a little bit. And we'll just alt click on that top one, and we'll go back to filters, reshow drop shadow, and let's change the color back to black. Press OK, OK. And Control Shift A. And that just gives it a little bit more of a hint of the black. You can leave that there. I mean, you can turn that back on if you want, but I like it like this. So we're going to leave it like that. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? Like I said, I'm just winging this. Let's go ahead and do a new layer. And it's always good to, I know I'm not naming any of these layers, but you should. It's a good idea. And we're going to go ahead and click on, let's see, this blue color right here, 0D7EB8. Press OK. And we are going to go ahead and size this up pretty good, big. Let's see, something like that should be okay. And we're going to go ahead and put this layer on Dodge. And let's see, we're going to click, 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 click. And you could click however you want. I mean, you could make all kinds of different. And it just gives it kind of a sense, you know, that there's like kind of like, I don't know, a spotlight on it or something. And just makes it pop a little bit more. Let's see, what else do we want to do to this? Let's go ahead and duplicate this. And let's grab our scale tool and scale it down to about, I don't know, there. And let's grab our move tool by pressing N. And I don't know, let me place them all over the place. Wrong one again, I apologize. It's the one right next to it. We're going to grab the rotate tool, rotate it a little, and we can just go ahead and duplicate this one and grab our move tool and move it over here. And we could go ahead and grab this tool right here. It's the flip tool. Click on it and we'll flip it. Press M on our keyboard again. And I do apologize that this tutorial is taking a long time. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just winging it today. I don't know. Just try to make something cool. I don't know. If it don't look cool, I apologize. Just trying to do something different. And let's see. That pink layer that we added, I don't know, it's kind of cool, but I don't know. We'll leave it on there, and we're gonna go ahead and press on our eyedropper tool, and we're gonna go ahead and take a color from here. I don't know. Let's go. When you put the layers on dodge, the darker the color is, the lighter is not better. The darker the color is, the better, lighting effect you get. Let's go ahead and make a new layer. And let's go ahead and put this to dodge. And let's press P for the brush tool, which you would think that it would be B, but you press B, it's the path tool. You think P for path, B for brush, but whatever. And I don't know. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move this layer under this dragon. Let's kind of just click around him and highlight him a little bit. And then let's go ahead and do the same. Let's click on that layer and then add another layer. Press OK. And then let's go ahead to go to dodge. And let's do the same to this one. And let's just, like I said, just highlight them a little bit. Let's go to these guys and let's see. One click. That just makes him redder. We're not going to do that. Let's just go ahead and click on this guy. Click on the new layer button, new layer. That makes it under him. And we're going to put this layer on dodge. And click over in this area a little bit. And we're going to do the same over here to this guy. So it's kind of repetitious, but I don't know. We're going to see if we can't make something cool. And if it's not cool looking, I apologize. Let's see here. So like I said, we can go ahead. You can do it like that. Do it like that. That don't look good. Don't do it like that. Let's see. We can go ahead and set this to its grain extract. Oops. Wrong one. This one. Grain extract. And that lightens that up to, let's see, we made that all red. I don't know. Grain merge, and that darkens it up a little bit. I don't know, I think that looks kind of cool. Just depends on what you like. And there you go. I mean, we could do so much more to this. Like I said, I don't know. You could go ahead and you can set this back to normal if you like it like that. But, or extract. That makes it too bright. We could go ahead and darken that up by lowering the opacity. You could do it like that if you want. Or you could go ahead and do the grain merge and make it like kind of like a star effect. I don't know. You do all kinds of different things. Sorry, this was just on a wing. I didn't have no set plan. I just figured that I'd do something and show y'all a little bit how to use the emboss, and I don't know, make something kind of cool. I don't know. You could use this, like I said. You could use it for many different things, and you could do many different things. You can make something like this, or whatever. The possibilities are endless. If you like, please press like, subscribe. I appreciate it, and thank you. And I'll be uploading more.